Hey, what's up, my friends? My name's iirix. Today I'm going to be looking at another card, which I admittedly do not pick up in draft, but feel it's not a bad card that I probably should pick up a little more often than I do. Today's card is Tooth Collector. For 2 and a black, you get a 3/2 human rogue. When Tooth Collector enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Delirium. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, there are 4 or more Delirium standard requirements. Target creature that player controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. This card is something that I never pick up. I don't play black too often in draft because it's pretty common where I go, so it's hard to get a good set of black cards. But it's a nice card because it can take out little creatures, those 1/1 spirits that we're seeing a lot of in the draft environment, and the occasional devil, also 1/1s. But it can also be used to slow down the opponent's aggressive attacks, or if you would end up having like a 3/3 and they have a 3/3, you can drop their thing with the Delirium to block, and it's not nearly as devastating for you. You can slow them down a bit, and you can kind of play, I don't want to say politics, but it's the best word I can think of at the moment. You can kind of play politics with it. You can try to persuade them not to. Unfortunately, the Delirium goes off at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, so it's a little tough because they know what's what. They can still attack with something else. It's not like something you can just like Delirium, pay 3, do this once per turn. That would probably be better because yes, it would cost 3 mana in my example every time to do it. But you could do it at instant speed and only once per turn. The once per turn would be very important. Maybe 3 mana would be a little high, but that's not what it does, so it's really not that important. I don't know why I'm going on about it. But looking at it, it's not a bad card, and anytime I do draft it, I do play it. I just never really try to focus on black. Everybody knows I like my white-blue spirit tokens, and that's how I know Tooth Collector is pretty effective against them because I have to go against it several times, always losing my tokens. But yeah, today I'm going to have to say Tooth Collector, I'm going to give it a 3.5 in draft for exactly the reasons I said. In draft, people are playing the devil tokens, the red spells that make the devil tokens. You're seeing a lot of 1/1 white spirit tokens, both from the big guy making them for 3 mana and the vessel. I'm sure there are other ones, those creatures like Nearheath Chaplain. He makes 1/1 spirit tokens. There is a lot of spirit generation going on in white, and in draft you almost always see it happening. I think Tooth Collector is just a one-man army to take them down if you have the Delirium. For standard, a 3. That's feeling a little generous, but I'm going to go with a 3. It does the same thing, except in standard, I'm not seeing as many spirit tokens or devil tokens. I actually have seen no devil tokens in standard, but the spirit tokens I've seen a few times. There is the not red Cryptolith Rite deck with Ormondal, which for those of you who do not know is 4 colors but not red. And it makes tokens and flips Westvale Abbey into Ormondal. This can kind of slow down Ormondal. That's not really going to be your main focus. Your main focus is going to be to bounce it, or clip wings, or even just tap it with, say, Bounding Krasis, stuff like that. So there's that. But you can use it if they need to use Westvale Abbey to make the tokens. You can use this to kind of counterbalance that. Modern or 2, you're probably not going to bother with it. It's not something that's really going to be relevant in Modern. And EDH of 1, because -1/-1 in EDH, not a huge deal. Utility creatures are usually weak, but not all utility creatures are 1 toughness, and you're not swinging with them. So the one, if it has 1 power and you cut it down to 0, who cares? It's not there to attack. It's there for its abilities. So, that's what I have to say about Tooth Collector. You have a different opinion? Let me know down below. You like what I have to say? Leave a like. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.